Hey everybody, welcome to TPG'S World. It is the 22nd of August 2018 and I'm here to make another vlog. And again, this one's going to be a little lengthy, guys, so hang tight because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot's gone on in the last few days. So as you guys know, on Monday I had to start school again, working back at my school job, and I was so excited to go. I couldn't wait to see the babies and the kids. So I get to school, and it's a new, there's new teachers, new staff. We're all new, in this particular job and everything. So there's new kids, and these kids are not happy with change because a lot of special needs children are not. They don't like change. So the woman who has been teaching this class for a long, long time has left. So these kids did not react well to this teacher not being there and there being new people in this classroom. So it was a really off day for all of us, like the kids, for us, for everybody. So, it felt like by the end of the first day, it felt like, oh my God, I've been here for 17 days already. So anyway, I left school distressed to the max. I got to my doctor's office because you guys know I had an appointment with a specialist. I think I told you guys that. If not, I had an appointment with a specialist about my feet. And when I got there, they said that they do think I have a form of neuropathy, diabetic neuropathy. They wanted to run some tests, which I have to go see I think it's a neurologist or something, about getting the test done on my feet. That they're supposed to make that appointment for me this week. So I'm going to go see them. And they said the test is very, I don't know, I've heard it's very painful, I don't know, but I'm having it done. They said if that test's negative, there's another test they can run on me. So anyway, I got that under control. Found out that I have a lot going on with my feet. Apparently because, my years of being a waiter, my years of being a bartender and things like that, I've done a lot of damage to my feet as far as like standing on them and not wearing, proper shoes when I was working and things like that. I've just done a lot of damage to my feet. So they hurt really bad. There's a lot of things that are going on that they have to kind of take care of and things like that. So with that being said, it was like, ugh, okay, wow, okay. So I leave there, I fly home, I go to play practice and do hairspray rehearsal, and I was just, my feet were so swollen from the day, they hurt so bad, I just wasn't feeling it. We did a rehearsal for one of the songs called The Big Dollhouse, and it was just a lot. It was very hectic. My feet hurt, and I finally sat down with the director and the choreographer, and I explained to them that, with what's going on in my, because I was just thinking, am I gonna be able to do this show or whatever? And so I sat down with them. I said, I explained to them what's been going on with my feet, what's been going on with all this stuff, and that I was going to see a specialist, and what the specialist had told me. And so they both just told me that if I felt like I couldn't do something, to do it the best I could, and if I was doing it wrong or I wasn't able to do it exactly like everyone else, it was okay. Just sell it, make it funny, and make it work. And I said, hey, I can do that, guys. I can really do that. So that is definitely something that's in my favor that I feel like I can definitely accomplish there. So that's a good sign. So I am staying in Hairspray once again. So we'll be back to doing some more Becoming Mama videos, because I was going through a little bit of turmoil with that just because of how hard it was on my feet, y'all. Y'all understand, but there's nights that my feet will swell so bad I can't get out of my shoes or I can barely walk. And he basically told me to take better care of myself and to do things like when I come home from work, say like at school, to put my feet up and to kind of relax for a little while, for even if it's an hour or so before I go to rehearsal or whatever. Or, like when I'm going to work at Dunkin' Donuts, for instance, he told me not to work more than 4 or 5 hours right now till they can get, the neuropathy test ran and figure out what's going on and things like that, just to kind of see where everything lies and what's going on with that. And then when I get home from that, to put my feet up, kind of rest and just take better care of my feet. He said like swimming is actually good. He gave me some advice on what type of shoes to wear, what kind of insoles to wear in my shoes. Also, like when I'm playing Mama, what sort of shoes he kind of recommends I wear as Mama. So that was very good, and I'm happy to know that I'm on the right track of getting my feet under control. My sugar, I'm still doing really well with it. I think I'm feeling better, except around this time of night I get like a little dizzy and stuff like that, but I'm just like whatever. But I'm pretty much controlling my levels now. I have been a bad boy this week and haven't drank a lot of water, guys. I'll be honest. I've been drinking back on the Diet Coke and all, which I said I wasn't going to do. I was trying to drink once a day. So I've got to get back on that kick of water, but I have to wake up in the morning with a diet soda. So I've been doing that, but I noticed today, I went to the post office today, and the lady in there said she could tell I had packed a little, I was a little bloated today. And first I thought, what? And she said, she could tell when I was on that pill, not that pill, that shot, that Victosa shot. She could tell how much weight I had lost, and now she could see what I was putting on. But I think we talked about how it's probably that I was bloated because I hadn't taken my one pill today that contained my water pill. It's for my feet for the swelling. I haven't taken it in 2 days, and also how I hadn't drank a lot of water. So it probably was water weight. Because she said she could even tell it was in my face. But I looked. I don't really think I've gained any more back in my face. I don't know. I could tell in my belly, but my belly's always been kind of big. So anyway. That happened today. Yes, it did. So I was freaking out about that. So anyway, let's talk about Tuesday. So Tuesday I returned to school, which was yesterday, and I go to school, and I'm just like, oh God, how could it get any worse? And I actually started running really, 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 really smooth. It was going along really good. Everything was great. I was having a good time. And all of a sudden, we put the kids down for a nap. We're all like, okay, we're at the halfway point, Kids a nap, we'll get them up, we'll do their afternoon lessons, and they'll be gone home. Well, a little while into nap, the other assistant there with me, she said to me, why is so-and-so making a strange noise? And I was like, I don't know. So I ran over there real quick, and I looked, and I did hear a really strange noise coming from this child, and I was like, what's going on? So I lifted, we thought that the child was actually smothering herself in the mat that she was laying on. So I lifted her up really quickly into my arms, and I noticed that her, I was sitting down, and I noticed that her whole face was covered in drool, and she was like stiff, and her eyes were rolled back, and I thought, oh Lord. So I hollered to the lady, I said, go get the nurse, she's having a seizure. So this little girl is only 3 years old, guys, and she was having a seizure. It was terrifying. It was so terrifying because I've never seen anything like this to this extent. The nurse came in. We had no medical information from nobody. We didn't know anything hardly about this child. No medicine, nothing. So I felt so hopeless. I think we all felt hopeless. And it kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going until finally, it was like almost 20 minutes. The seizure was so long. We had to call EMTs to take the little girl out. And I was standing in a corner. My heart had just dropped to my shoes, guys. I was praying. I was praying as hard as I could, and all I'm thinking is, oh my God, what if this child would have died in my arms? Now, I am certified in CPR, child CPR. I was. Now, it is expired, but I will be renewing it again somehow. If I got to pay for it out of my own pocket, I will recertify myself in CPR, because I'm not going to not be certified, because if that would have happened, I would have certainly been able to, give the child mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or whatever if she would have stopped breathing or whatever. But luckily she didn't. She's in the hospital. She's supposed to get out either today or tomorrow. She is fine. She had 2 more seizures on the way to the hospital. They have her own seizure medication, not Caesar, seizure medication. And I guess they're trying to find out what actually caused the seizure, because her parents have said she's only had one other one, and that was like 6 months before, and it wasn't as bad as this one. So she didn't have a history of seizures. So hopefully she's on the right track. So keep her in your prayers, guys, that she'll get better and better and be able to return to school soon. But I'm telling you guys, it was one of the most terrifying things I have ever gone through in my life. I just was so scared because I was so I just felt hopeless. Like, I've done all I could. I was there holding her hand, and she was, like, at one point she was squeezing my finger as hard as she could, and she just kind of let it go, and I thought, oh dear God, oh dear God. So the whole rotation of all, but everybody acted great, everybody did well, everybody got done what they needed to accomplish. So I was very proud of the way everybody handled it. And luckily, guys, the weirdest thing was all of the other kids were asleep, and they slept through the whole thing, through their nap time, with the ambulance coming, the cops coming, all that stuff. They slept right through it. So it was like God had just miraculously made these kids go to sleep so that they were able to sleep through it. So that was a blessing in disguise. But everybody handled it so beautifully, because it was really, really, really a scary moment for all of us, but after it was over, we were all able to catch our breath and just cry a few tears of sadness and a few tears of, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. But then today, when we got the news that the little girl was doing great, and was on the right track to recovery, it made us feel so much better. So anyway, I was feeling kind of down, and then today I went to school, and today was actually not bad. It was a good day. I think we're getting more onto the path that we're going to lead. So I was like, okay, good, we've had a decent day. But sometimes I think in your life, when you really, really need something the most, is when it shows up. And I was talking in my live stream today about just some things going on with people sometimes people here try to make you into a bad person, or they try to you say something and they take it out of context and they involve everybody else. It becomes crazy. It gets worse and worse and worse. And I'm not about that. I don't play it. I'm not gonna play it. But anyway, so it's just been the last couple of days have just been really, really stressful. I'm not a bad person, guys. I'm not. I'm not a villain. I'm not anything that people are trying to portray me to be. I speak my mind. People take it out of context. People don't understand it. Instead of talking to me, they talk to everybody else, and it just gets construed. And that's just the way it is. But I promise you guys, I'm not. And anybody that's ever talked to me in real life knows that about me. But I am real. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I'm harsh sometimes, I can say. And I've had to learn with people how not to be so harsh sometimes, but I am a realist. I don't sugarcoat anything. I just don't believe in it. But anyway, I went to the mailbox today just feeling a little bit, to pick up, because I get a package from Kevin with my dog food stuff every so many weeks, and it was due, and so I went up there to see if it was here, and it wasn't. So I checked my box just out of curiosity, and I was like, I really just need something to cheer me up. It's been such a ugh last couple of days, just really sad. I got that sweet little hat from Joy and Captain last week, but then I got this today, guys, and it is from my good friend. You can see it right there, Wendy, Bendy, Boo. I'm going to hide her address, but it was in there. And Wendy is such an amazingly sweet woman. She's such a good person, and she always just sends the sweetest things. And it just brought me to tears, and I cried in the car. And I have not opened it, guys. As you can see, there's these beautiful flowers and things. So I don't even know what's in it, but I just cried in the car for a minute because I really needed to hear from somebody, because I haven't received a lot of stuff in my mailbox lately. Maybe it's because somebody's trying to play me out to be so bad. I don't know. But so I was really excited to see somebody had actually taken the time to mail me a card and to send me something. It really meant a lot to me. So thank you, Wendy. And I'm going to open this, guys. I'm going to open it very carefully, though, because I love these little butterflies. I want to keep them. I want to go put them on my desk tomorrow at school, because I know that my students will love to look at them. So let's see what it is. Oh, it's a beautiful card here, guys. It says, "Love and be true." Oh, love and be true. Thank you. She said, "Bradley, just wanted to drop you a note, let you know someone in Texas cares about you. Blessings, Wendy." And there's the beautifulness of it. Thank you so much, Wendy. It's little things like this that just touch your soul in a way. And this came when I needed it the most. So Wendy, thank you. You will never know how much this really was appreciated and needed by me, just to see that someone does care about me, and that someone does honestly love me, and someone does really care about my videos and care about me out there, because the last couple of days at school have just been so hectic, and then here at YouTube with people putting words in my mouth and saying things. It's been so crazy. So thank you, Wendy. And guys, I'm going to put the link to her channel below, so please make sure you go and subscribe to Wendy. She vlogs, and she's just an awesome lady. She does crafts and wonderful pocket letters. I love her pocket letters. So anyway, guys, just check out all her channel. Wendy, thank you so much for that. Thank you. It just, oh my gosh, you guys don't know how much I meant to Wendy. I'm going to hang it on my wall behind me. It is beautiful. Thank you. I needed that. Right now in my life, I really could use a lot of encouragement with the play and things like that. So it was so nice to get this and to know. And someone here in South Carolina loves and cares about you too, Wendy. I really, truly, truly do. Thank you so much. You are the bomb. I love you so much. Thank you. Alright, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I want to get this video out. Coming up, I'm going to have another episode of Becoming Mama. I also have a hairspray giveaway where I'll be giving away something to do with hairspray, as well as, I promise, we're going to do waffles as giveaway. I swear we're going to get it done. So anyway, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Remember, hating is a disease, and some folks need to get well soon. You can get shirts that say that at my store. And also remember to be yourself, because everyone else is taken. Alright, guys, peace. Bye.